And welcome back.
Which princess did you talk to first?
That's a very good question. I think we hit things up decently well, I guess. Or at least had a better first impression with her, perhaps.
Hey there. Sorry about earlier. Things got a little weird.
It's alright. We all go a little awkward sometimes.
I'm Graham, by the way. As in King Graham of Daventry. As in King Graham the...
What are we? That's a good question. I'd say we're pretty compassionate.
Compassionate.
Compassionate. Lovely. Pleasure to meet you, Graham. I'm known as Niece. As in, Princess Niece of Western Kalima.
Is niece short for something?
It is, but only my family calls me by my full name.
Oh. I see.
Yep.
Okay then. So, I should also apologize for forgetting my adventuring rope. I guess nothing was planned in my proposal.
Yes, save the situation.
Yes, the adventuring rope. Sorry, I was just joking. Rope wouldn't help us.
It wouldn't?
If there was a way to escape, we would have done it by now. I've tried Pegasus summoning, beanstalk repelling, wishing on magic stars. You name it. V even constructed a hang glider out of sheets and hangers once. Nope. We're all bound to this tower by some outdated wizard spell. You know, one that needs some nonsensical ideal of love to break it.
I see.
I knew from reading Courting Queens to Hold Court the importance of a good first impression. I would have to choose my next words carefully.
So...
Well, technically speaking, haven't you already screwed up your first impression, given the fact that you literally just proposed to someone out of nowhere? Questions, though. Questions. This will affect your affinity with these ladies, depending on which questions you ask.
What did you study in school?
I didn't. My parents had too many kids to send off to a fancy school, so I followed my own inspiration. Piano, painting, snoot breeding, and that was just on Monday. And you? Did you attend a traditional school?
I went to night school up north and majored in all things adventure. And minored in creative costuming. Another question, if you'd humor me.
So does that mean that you made your signature outfit? I like that idea. Political question I feel like is a little bit too obvious, unless she's deliberately written to be a rebel, which she's not. This question I feel is a very fascinating one given Niece's response to it, but it's not necessarily good to ask on a first impressions basis. A little bit later, perhaps, but not right now. Ooh, I'm torn. Let's get the funny response.
What's your favorite jelly bean?
Popcorn, of course. Is there any other option?
Not in my book.
Exactly. I believe one of these responses get you a nice little independent nod to Rosella, in a way. But I don't remember which one it is, and I'm not going to be choosing it. Maybe I'll do like a bonus video where I show off like all the decisions I could have made. Would y'all like that?
Who would you say is your best friend?
V, forever and always. We make a good team, and we're always coming up with the craziest of ideas. Well, I come up with the crazy ideas. She just kind of looks at me funny and stares at me blankly. Do you have a best friend?
Oh, well, I have Triumph. He's a great pal, but not much of a talker. Then there's the townspeople, and they're great, but I guess we're not like best friends. Oh, the knights, but they're sort of forced to like me. I guess it's an open position?
That was a nice distraction. Thank you. Perhaps we can continue later, but we really should get back to straightening up.
That's a nice little conversation. And I wish we had more of those, like periodically. That would have been so cool to like maybe have follow-up questions or like elaborations on certain questions you could have asked. That could have been so much fun. And like get to know the girls a little bit better. Ah well, it's still good though.
Hello. I thought perhaps we could have a do-over.
A rematch? All right. Well, we could start with your name.
My name? Of course. I'm King Graham of Daventry. King Graham the...
We might as well be honest.
Compassionate.
Compassionate. Nice to meet you, Graham. I'm V, as in Princess V of Eastern Kalima.
So, do you come here often? To this tower?
Well, it's an embarrassing story, but I'm not one to lie. An old woman bet me I couldn't climb to the top of this tower and beat the record. I'm never one to back down from a challenge.
Did you beat the record?
Of course I did. Crushed it. But now I'm trapped up here. I do hope Dad is not too worried. And that he remembers to change the Leviathan's water.
Leviathan?
Ooh.
So what about you? What brings you here?
Let's be honest.
Magic mirror told me I would meet the love of my life up here.
That's awkward. But I appreciate your honesty. Now we really should get back to cleaning. We don't have much more time.
How much more time for what exactly?
This puzzle box busted in the fall and could use some fixing.
Interesting.
Shame. It looked like the loot cracked in the tumble and was in need of a repair.
Interesting that they bring that up. Let's see what's up here.
Don't go up there.
Sorry.
Hey, were you invited up there?
Fair enough. And sadly, we never will be invited up there. Bit of a shame.
All I knew how to make was chocolate chip pancakes, and I didn't see any chocolate chips. It was cold at the top of that tower.
I bet it is. Big open windows and such. Speaking of areas that we never see elaborated on and seen, I guess you can see it from here. There's like a little door, like over there, by the edge of the balcony there, and we never go in there. Same with over here. We never go in there. That's kind of interesting.
The sparkly purple book had a winged Pegasus on its cover. Perhaps one of the princesses would know where it went.
beanstalks, pegi, and magical manatees. Says property of niece all over it. She should know where it goes.
The hidden magical world. Each page brings me more joy than the last. Can you put that over there? Very nice.
And it matches the thing. That's cute. So as you can see, Niece is a little bit more fantastical, whereas V is a little more grounded. I like that.
The take-home version of a battle of wits. Huh. I didn't see a spot for board games.
Both women are likable, both women are viable for Graham's wife. Just in different ways. Do you want something... Do you want someone who is opposites attract? Or do you want someone who's like-minded like you? Both are viable strategies. And no matter what your path, you can find someone who will love you. And hopefully change you for the better.
My dad and I used to play this game for hours. It goes on that shelf.
That belongs to V. I can't stand that game. Ask her where to put it.
I mean, it's just plastic. I assume that that's what those little mini arrows are made of. Unless you just don't like the idea of, like,
Appreciate it.
jousting and having competition like this. Ooh.
An unfinished masterpiece. No idea where this belongs.
I mean, I feel like that's a bit obvious where it belongs, given the easel over there, but extra dialogue is fun.
That's not Baroque, is it? Okay, good. Ask niece where that goes.
I'll finish it someday. Until then, it goes over there.
So you like painting still lives. I see.
Appreciate it.
Ooh. Where did those come from?
Advanced crosswords, riddles, and puzzles. The whole book was solved already. I wonder who it belonged to.
Oh, that's V's. She loves logic puzzles. Ask her where it goes.
I read that at least 3 times a year. Could you put it back over there? Appreciate it.
There we go. What? How are those hidden in the table? What?
Some sort of nunchuck made of bone. At least it was a self-sustainable business model.
Huh.
Those are V's. She never lets me touch them. She'll know where to put them.
I guess she's afraid that you'll hurt yourself.
What can I say? As an only child, I was in constant need to keep myself entertained. Appreciate it.
And that's another contrast between V and Niece here. V is actually an only child. Niece is actually the middle child, not the youngest, not the oldest, but the middle child of 15 other kids. Contrast that with Graham, who is kind of more in the middle. He has sisters, plural, meaning he has at least 2. And I always kind of headcanon that he is actually the youngest, because that fits fairy tale logic. It's always the youngest who actually gets the glory in the end. If siblings go out on an adventure, 2 of them will always fail, but the youngest will always prevail and gain glory in the end. And that's basically what Graham did. I don't think that like his sisters and such are evil though, because there's always more nuance in a grounded word like this.
Barnacles. Perhaps they go with the kitchenware.
What? That is such a strange line. I've never understood that in all my 10 years of playing this. I've never understood that line. What do bongos have to do with kitchens? I've never heard that before in my life. I can't think of any sort of application that bongos would work in a kitchen.
Thank the shining stars that didn't fall on your head. You could have ended up with a percussion. Anyways, beats me where those go. They belong to Nice.
My bongos! Oh, V says these are nothing but treble. Can you put them back over there? Thank you.
You're welcome.
Do you have any ideas on how to grab that vase?
I'm sure a clever fellow like you can figure it out.
Are you insulting me slightly? Because you know for a fact that, the situation where we met is kind of not exactly clever. I'd not impressed you very much, I'm sure.
Do you have any ideas on how to grab that vase?
I'm sure a caring gentleman like yourself has a plan.
We have that pole arm over there. Hey! Oh. Hey! What do you mean, no? Fine. We have an acorn in here. Oh! And before I forget, Niece is voiced by Jeremy Lay, who you might know from, say, for example, Red Blood Cell from Cells at Work. The dub of that, specifically. And also other anime. And Carrie Walgren is who voices V. And one prominent role I know her in is the voice of Saber from Fate Stay Night. And she was also the voice of Bramble in the previous chapter, which is pretty cool. Are you happy now, Josh? So, every action that we do in this chapter is more so pertaining to a certain virtue, as I've called them, and more so pertaining to personal affinity. Right now, we seem to be more so favoring Niece. After all, we proposed to her, we talked to her first, we asked questions that were favorable to her. And we could very well use this acorn. And over on squirrel over there. And get the base that way. Or we could pivot and use the long spear, whatever this weapon is supposed to be, and grab the vase. More practical. Clever. Okay, can I just say something? I don't like this barrier. Not like narratively, but like from like a gameplay mechanic perspective, because you're always bumping into it when you don't expect it. And the in-game barrier compared to the cutscene barrier, this like goes up to a certain spot, of course. But narratively wise, we saw it shrink as we walked backwards from the balcony to the main entry area here. It kind of bothers me because it feels like it shouldn't do that. You know? Like, it's not very consistent, and it bothers me.
Now's not the time for that.
Here you go, little buddy. We are diplomatic king. There we go. Thinking outside the box.
Wow. Impressive. Excellent work, Graham.
He wasn't too fond of that, it seems. Uh-oh.
It's Hagatha! You better hide.
Oh, I can't stand that soggy woman. I won't even speak to her.
V, that's not very nice.
Might not be nice, but it's true.
You've never been one to give the time of day to people you don't like.
Seriously, she looks like a melted marshmallow.
Oh, really? Oh.
Everything tip-top up here? Ah, how are my delicate little flowers?
We're splendid, Hagatha. Thank you.
Looks like you lovelies missed a spot. What was that?
Nothing.
That's right, dearie. A good princess should keep her thoughts on the inside, just like we practiced.
Old-fashioned, aren't you? Oh.
Out of place?
Yeah, thanks, Graham.
Aftershock?
Oh, sweetie, we'll need to continue working on your awkward bungling.
I've been working on my sleep giggles too.
Perfect. Perfect. Now, where was I? Oh, yes. Smell. From over there. Yes, yes. What do we have here?
Hagatha, would you like to...
Don't interrupt. It's rude.
Whatever you say. Slimy cucumber.
Gotcha.
Jeez! How did you teleport over here?
Oh, joy! Looks like another princess's joined our party.
Princess?
Long, flowing gown, pale skin with rose-colored cheeks, an elaborate headdress, and wait. Oh, the scent of lavender. I recognize a princess when I see one. Welcome to my tower.
Thank you.
I invite you to dinner, but you don't really have a choice. Oh, Agatha. Good one.
This is a chapter all about subverting expectations. There's 2 princesses instead of 1. The journey to Kalima and to the tower is not the main focus of the story. Instead, the characterization of the princesses is. And Hagatha, well, Agatha is immediately not eating us. That's quite the change. But she does seem to have some semblance of power over us, which is a problem. As for Weiner, she mistakenly believes that we're a princess. Just go along with it for now. Things will be fine. This is a King Quest 7 reference, by the way. Are you eating a turnip, or is that your nose? That's a reference to King Quest 7. Specifically, the Mockingbird in Folderol says that if you talk to it enough times. And specifically, he's insulting Valenice. Specifically. I believe that's chapter 4? 5 of King Quest 7? I think it's where Valley shows up in the Bountiful Woods. I could be wrong. It's been a minute since I played 7. Never insult someone who has power over you, as my grandma once said when we played this together.
Delighted to make your acquaintance.
Oh, what a sweet little princess. Need to work on your grace, though. Now come. It's time to eat.
I don't think she's all that bad.
Hum's face.
Hush!
What was that? What's everyone feel like for dinner?
I'll take Savory.
Sweet, please.
Ah, gotta remember that.
After dinner, Agatha excused herself and told us to get our beauty rest like all good princesses should. The sun was setting, but none of us were sleepy. V suggested we play a game to pass the time. Niece picked out Moral Quarrel, a casual social game. V preferred something more competitive, but begrudgingly went along with it.
All right. The first step is we answer all the cards in front of us. We must answer honestly, or the game won't work.
Mm-hmm.
A magical genie offers you one of 2 very specific wishes. A, you can live 1 life that lasts 1,000 years. Or B, you can live 10 lives that last 100 years. Which do you choose?
That's an interesting question, isn't it?
Come on with it. This is the easy part.
B, I'm explaining it to the people.
Do you still need more time? Good thing we went with such a simple game.
Okay, fine. Fine.
You are a royal guard on the lookout for an evil sorcerer that has been terrorizing villagers. When you finally apprehend this sorcerer, you discover he is Charles, your childhood best friend. Do you A, tell Charles to leave town and never return? Or B, throw your friend in the castle dungeon?
Well, that depends. Are they going to torture him? Is he going to reform
There's no
himself?
strategy to this part. Just be honest.
Yes, but technically there is strategy to it. For one thing, this is a game that advances
Come on
vanity.
with it. This is the easy part.
For one thing, this is a game that built vanity, and for another, this is, well,
Do you
moral
still need more
question.
time?
Moral
Good
questions.
thing we went with such a simple game.
Is there any indication that he's going to reform himself? Probably not.
Would you rather A, have a pet dragon, or B, be a dragon?
I'd want to be a dragon with a pet dragon. Is that weird?
Yes.
Come on with it. This is the easy part.
Yes, V, I know. Pet dragon might be a little bit too dangerous.
Do you still need more
Be a
time?
dragon is cool, though.
Good thing we went.
Would you rather A, have a tail that never stops loudly tapping against the ground, or B, have noodles for hands. Well, that wouldn't allow you to pick up anything.
Dragons have tails. So tail.
Yeah. We could probably compensate for the tail.
Would you rather A, constantly reek of syrup and not smell it, or B, constantly smell reeking syrup?
I actually like the smell of syrup.
Me too.
First, we mix up our hands. At the start of our turn, we choose which player we want to try to pair with. We'll then ask the question from the card at the top of our decks. If both asker and askee answer the same way, they both place the card on one of the 3 spaces between them. Once there are 3 cards between the 2 players, they both win the game. If there's not a match between players, the card must be discarded. If a player runs out of cards before matching 3, they lose. Graham, are you getting all this?
Oh, Mirror, which one is it?
Don't
is it
space
me?
out.
Is it niece? Do they like me? Do I like them? What does my breath smell like? Oh, lavender. And, ooh, eggs. We're inside. Should I take my hat off? What if they don't like capes? That's silly. Everyone loves capes. What if they're allergic to Triumph? Please tell me this is my inside voice.
What are you thinking about?
Oh, nothing. Just in my relaxed box.
Ready to begin? Graham, you start.
A magical genie offers you one of 2 very specific wishes. A, you can live 1 life that lasts 1,000 years. Or B, you can live 10 lives that last 100 years. Which do you choose?
Depending on your answers and depending who you ask, you will gain affinity with them.
100% B.
I agree. Think of all the lives you could lead. Explorer, artist, pirate, vampire.
Or a
Exactly.
ninja. Or a zombie.
Exactly.
Graham. A rich merchant inadvertently drops 1 shiny gold coin on the ground. You see a poor, hungry orphan pick it up. Do you A, convince the orphan to be honest and return the coin, or B, turn your head the other way and let the orphan keep the coin?
That kid going on an adventure either way.
A. I figured their honesty would be rewarded with more than just 1 shiny gold coin.
Nice. I chose A too. The orphan learned a valuable lesson and would probably be rewarded for their honesty too.
Mm-hmm.
Graham? You have been hunting for your starving family all day and only managed to catch a small goose. On your way back home, a hungry beggar offers you magic beans in return for the goose. The beggar tells you that the beanstalk sprouted from his beans will lead you to a chest that produces unlimited food. He would go after it himself, but his legs are too tired and old. Do you A, kindly reject the offer and bring your starving family their dinner? Or B, let the beggar eat the goose and plant the beans in your yard?
I can't disappoint you. Plus, there very clearly is evidence that, fairy tale stuff does happen. It just is very less common. It's, as I said before, it's not as common as, say, for example, you walk out your front door and you meet Rumpelstiltskin on your opening commute for the day. But when it does happen, it's fantastical. It's amazing, rather than mundane. Which is probably why numerology favors that so darn much, because it brings a little whimsy to the world.
B. I mean, magic beans.
Yep, magic beans.
Magic beans.
Magic beans! Right, exactly.
You are a royal guard on the lookout for an evil sorcerer that has been terrorizing villagers. When you finally apprehend this sorcerer, you discover he is Charles, your childhood best friend. Do you A, tell Charles to leave town and never return? Or B, throw your friend in the castle dungeon?
I pick B.
Yes, at least in the dungeon I could keep a watchful eye on him.
Yeah, maybe he can reform himself.
Niece? It says, you are the kingdom's wizard doctor. In the middle of the night, an honorable knight and despicable thief arrive at your door. The thief's injuries are much more severe than the knight's. Do you A, heal the knight first, Or B, heal the thief first?
I picked A. The honorable knight served our kingdom well, and he deserves to be healed.
I picked B. I would honor my medical oath to serve those in need first.
V. Oh, this is pretty on the nose. A man you've never met, but is known as a friendly king, sends for your hand in marriage. Do you A, accept his invitation, trusting his reputation, or B, seek love on your own?
Is there any other answer than B?
Of course. I chose the same.
Would you rather A, have a pet dragon, or B, be a dragon?
Would try and show off as many of these questions as I possibly can. So,
A. Definitely A.
Actually, I'd rather be a dragon. I've faced quite enough pet dragons already.
Graham, you're poor, and a thief pickpockets your only coin, forcing you to go hungry for the night. A few days later, you see the same thief get robbed of his dinner by 2 bandits. You chase after the bandits and get back the stolen food. Do you A, return the food to the thief, or B, keep the food, teaching the thief a lesson?
a little bit kind of can turn your life around.
I'd return the food. Hopefully a good example would turn the thief around.
Exactly.
Oh. Actually, I'd eat the food. You said I was poor and hungry, right? That thief will be fine for one night without dinner. Hopefully he won't steal again.
Graham? Your best friend is planning to marry the love of their life. On the day of the wedding, you discover that their fiancé is a gremlin, using a magic spell to disguise themselves as a human. The gremlin assures you it loves your friend and begs you to keep their secret. Do you A, tell your friend anyway, or B, keep their secret?
I mean, this is kind of under the impression that, you know, the bride or groom doesn't already know. I mean, they could very well know. And they might not just might not care. I mean, if their relationship has gotten this far at this point, to the point that they're getting married, they probably have revealed that secret to them at this point. Because a relationship, a good relationship, is built on trust and not hiding who you are, right? Also, what's a gremlin in this context? That might have some sort of issue in this too. Like, is a gremlin like a deliberately evil trickster sort of fae, or is it just like a little prankster thing, or is it just like something else entirely? We don't know.
Well, A, if they're truly in love, it shouldn't matter.
Yeah.
No. B, I wouldn't want to ruin their special day.
Assuming that would ruin it.
Would you rather A, have a tail that never stops loudly tapping against the ground, or B, have noodles for hands? Well, that wouldn't allow you to pick up anything. Actually, I picked A. I need these hands for adventuring.
Yeah, exactly. What's your logic?
You have a job you love as the Royal Love Doctor. But during an appointment, your best friend's husband admits to you that he's in love with another woman. Do you A, break the confidentiality policy and tell your friend, potentially getting fired? Or B, advise the man to go back to his wife and hope your friend does not find out that you knew he had eyes for another?
So, I'm basically a therapist, right? How is advising the man to go back to his wife and hope your friend does not find out you knew he had eyes for another? How is that going to help? Like, either way, this is a very morally ambiguous situation, because if he falls in love with somebody else, then clearly things are not going well in their relationship, which why he's coming to you, right? You're like a relationship counselor. But at the same time, you're basically telling him, if you tell him go back to his wife and hope your friend doesn't find out, then you're basically telling him go end up in an unhappy situation. You were clearly unhappy in this relationship. I'm going to force you back into it in order to keep my job. But at the same time, if I tell my friend and I get fired for this, that could potentially break up our friendship, you know? Like, she might decide to take it out on him. She might decide to take it out on me. You know? Bit of a morally ambiguous situation. I don't think there's necessarily any real good answer to this. I suppose. I don't know. I'm still kind of unsure about this one.
Hey, I would want to be told.
I concur.
Yeah.
It was a close game, but in the end, I won with V. Good thing, too. She seemed like she didn't like to lose. Niece was satisfied with her pick of the game.
Yeah.
When the sun went down, the air turned frigid. We decided it was too cold to play another game and headed to bed. The walls of the tower were pretty thin, and embarrassing as it is to admit, that night I overheard the princesses talking about me.
So what do you think of King Graham the Compassionate?
He seems friendly, I guess.
He's quite the character.
This seemed
Yeah.
like the perfect time to explore the tower. I was interested in getting to know my new home better.
What the character indeed. Ooh, that fireplace is pretty. Huh. It's a squirrel statue. Interesting.
All I knew how to make was chocolate chip pancakes, and I didn't see any chocolate chips.
Fireplace is beautiful though. Let's explore, shall we? See what's down here.
Once upon a time, a beautiful princess locked herself away in a tower and patiently waited for a charming prince to come and rescue her.
Oh, I do miss her.
The months turned to years, and no prince ever came to whisk her off to a happy ending. Years of appearance-changing potions eventually took their toll and backfired, turning the princess into a soggy hag with a floppy tail.
But the potion could be reversed, right? She could lose the tail and her skin would change back to normal.
I'm afraid not, Gwendolyn. Agatha took it too far. There was no coming back.
It's always the thing with magic stories, isn't it?
The witch grew bitter and mad. She began kidnapping princesses in order to increase her chances of being rescued. The enchanted canvas painted a younger portrait of whatever stood in front of it.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful sunrise. What? Where were you hiding that she couldn't notice you? Never stands in front of it. Made younger. Well, let's see what everybody else looked like in town when they were younger. Oh, you were cute. A dorky, awkward kid to the badass that we know and love for the Maya. That's adorable. Oh, you were a little rebel. And you have tattoos. I wonder if you still have those. I suppose you all settled down and came into your niches. Niches when you got older. You finally found yourselves. So, before we continue, that whole aspect of she could lose the tail and her skin would go back to normal, and Graham denies that. That's one of many, many, many examples of what I feel Graham is doing. He's trying to more so ground Gwendolyn in reality a little bit more. It's good if you love fantasy and you love fantastical things and you're a love of fairy tales and such. But in real life, in a more grounded universe like this, that's just simply just not possible for everything to be resolved with magic. Magic is probably considered a bit of a shortcut. And if you notice, magic with the Howlpots always seems to either backfire or just be for more so like lesser problems than just resolving everything. Which I think is interesting, because normally it probably would be very, very helpful. It normally would probably resolve a lot more problems than you would think. But this is not a world like that. And even in Classic King's Quest, a lot of magic typically is only served for one particular purpose, and that's it. Once you use it, you're done. That's it. You don't have to really use it much anymore. It's not a one-size-fits-all sort of situation.
The enchanted canvas painted a younger portrait of whatever stood in front of it.
I am going to be here a little bit because I want to show off an Easter egg. Also, Yeah, townspeople is the achievement you would get for showing up all 3 portraits to this.
The enchanted canvas painted a younger portrait of whatever stood in front of it.
I believe that's 3. So
The
4.
enchanted canvas painted a younger portrait of whatever stood in front of it. The enchanted
5.
canvas painted a younger portrait of whatever stood in front of it. The
6.
enchanted canvas painted a younger
I think it's 7 or
portrait of
8. I think.
whatever stood in front of it. The enchanted canvas painted a
7.
younger portrait of whatever stood in front of it. The enchanted canvas painted
8.
a younger portrait
Maybe that first person
whatever
does.
stood in
Maybe that first one
front
doesn't really count, huh?
Uh?
Aha! That is the retrospective promotional materials for the production of this game. They had a little design, a little pixelgram like that design, and put them on T-shirts for the development team, and that's what that's referencing. I think that's adorable. I'm so glad they put that in the game. Takes for a bit for it to show up, but it's cute. Oh. Gee. I wonder what time it is. What's in here? Oh, why in the world we're hiding? I mean, she seems to like us enough.
Agatha never left the tower, so she would send the princesses on her errands. They would fetch this ingredient or that trinket. She used a special enchantment to poof them out of the tower, and after some time, poof them back in.
Why didn't they ever tell anyone they were trapped up there?
If they did, the spell would instantly pull them back in.
Magic is so arbitrary.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Charcistra.
Going up somewhere high, I assume?
I would hold off on flashing that ring again.
Not gonna make that mistake twice.
Good. Good for you. Trying to fix the loot, I see.
Hey there. What's shaking?
I cracked my loot and I don't have the right tool to fix it.
Want me to try to fix it?
Do you have the tool I need?
Nope.
Then I'll take care of it.
Fair enough.
How's it going?
My favorite puzzle box is broken. I'm not sure how to fix it yet.
Want me to try to fix it?
I'll get it.
I was stuck. I needed advice. Too bad I couldn't just dart over to the town square. Or could I?
Yeah. We could. What do y'all say? Up for a trip back home? Even briefly? Huh. Nice little lab over here. And what looks like a shrine to yourself, in a way. I'm not necessarily sure why in the world you still have that enchanted canvas if you already have a picture all the way over here. Place of mourning for your past self, perhaps? What you used to look like? I mean, the door is right here. We could probably just open it, right? Or maybe not. You can even try pushing it.
This sorcery was very finicky. It would teleport you away from the tower, but only for a limited time. And you needed something from the place you wanted to go to.
Very well, then. I think we do need some advice, don't you? Not just in how to handle the situation upstairs, but in matters of love. And next time, I think we're going to need to ask some advice. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for joining me, and hope to see you again soon. Next time, let's get some advice. Because right now, I think we're a bit floundering. We definitely need grounding tools. And maybe something to help out and ease our relationship status a little bit.